I'm done with that. I'm sorry. I love that theme. I know it has no relevance in this game, but I love it. End part 2. We're almost at the end of this shit, guys. Finally. Sorry, I'm just eating. I have a report. We've detected traces of normalium from the teapot. You can't be serious! Just like Mr. Etcher said! Darn it! Did Mr. Etcher take the title of best from me again? Dude, you never had that title. Mr. the Best, it seems you have an obsession about being the best. But when you're on a case, winning and losing is of no importance. What are you saying? Obviously it's best to be the best at everything! You're one to talk. If you can't understand that, then you have no business being the prosecutor. What? Please stop harassing Sebastian. He's a moron, Courtney. What else are we supposed to fucking do? Sebastian, a person of your caliber, has no need to listen to such things. Sweetie, babying him is not going to help him. Sorry, my brother is sending me very shocking news as I'm in the middle of streaming. Justine? Yeah, you're right. Please leave this to me, your mother. Jesus, she's momming the shit out of this. Why don't you go check on the victim's condition? Yeah, that's a great idea. I'll be right back then. Alright, I'll be waiting. Oh, look at her fucking good shit. Judge Courtney is much more troublesome than Mr. DeBest, because she's the only one with a brain. Well then. Miss Curator, can you tell us why no normalium was just discovered in the teapot? I have a big-ass grin on my face. I don't even know why. I was not aware that it contained such a chemical. I suppose it may have been an ingredient from the detergent I used. So you're saying that you did not? No, of course not. There's no way for me to have known how to create poison gas. Every time I hear his specific objection, I think of Objection Funk. I should open one of my streams with that one day. God, I would hate how blonde my coffee is. What do you mean? The angel's recipe is in your possession, and the method to create the poison gas is contained inside that recipe book. So you must have known how to create it. I'm surprised you knew about that. Miss Curator, is this true? It's true that information about the poison gas is contained in one of the recipes. However, just because I saw it does not mean that I was responsible for the crime. Could you tell me what set off the poison gas? It was caused by the victim of the heating the lid of the glass case with a burner. I see. If he locked himself in that room of his own will and then set off the poison gas, wouldn't that suggest suicide? Does she intend to deny it until the bitter end? Probably. I mean, you're... Furthermore, I would not have been able to obtain a chemical like Megatoxin X. Fuck. That may be true, but you could have stolen it from someone else, I say as I'm about to sip my milk, my very sweet coffee. That reminds me, I met up with Katie about a week ago and... That night I did not realize that my Megatoxin X was gone. Katie, you couldn't have. Madame Delicia always carried her medicine bag around with her. Anyone could have stolen it. That's right, I don't have any proof she was the one who stole it. Kate, can't you tell us what... Oh, making him southern, that's not what I meant to do.
Can't you tell us what you're hiding? I know you're not the kind of person who would hurt someone without a reason.
Monsieur Shields, you doubt me as well?
Setting a trap on one of the gallery's exhibits and then disguising the rooms. I just think it would have been impossible for anyone but the curator.
That's not true. There are no guards or security cameras in this gallery. If any ill-intentioned person wanted to sneak into the gallery, it would have been an easy task for them.
Then, is it like an all-you-can-steal buffet in here? You have to be careful, you never know when a great thief could appear.
It doesn't sound like a joke when Kay says it. Actually, Monsieur Gustavia apparently entered the gallery before it opened.
Well, I'm beat. Looks like Uncle Ray can't do anything to break down Kate's iron guard. This might be a good time to use that technique your old man taught me.
The technique? My father taught you?
This case is deeply connected to the one from 18 years ago. We just pursue the present case. If we just pursue the present case, it may seem like there's a lot we don't understand, but if we try turning things around, there might be a hint to the case from the past.
Thinking the other way around, did my father do that too? No shit! You're not the only one!
For example, just consider the relationship between the past case and Kate.
Miss Hall melted Mr. Dover's sculptures 18 years ago, and today Mr. Dover's works are on display in the gallery. It can't be she. I see. Now I know what to ask her.
That's good to hear. In that case, Uncle Ray will just watch over you as you work.
Miss Catherine Hall, 18 years ago it seems that you melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculptures. Yes, I was young and inexperienced, and I did something inexcusable. However, isn't that why you were able to open the Zodiac Art Gallery? I don't know what you mean. I don't understand either. Prosecutor Edward, do you seek her testimony? Yes, I would like her to tell me about the Zodiac Art Gallery. I would like to know the reason why you decided to open the gallery for Mr. Dover's artwork. If you insist that this is related to the task at hand, I will allow it. Miss Curator, your testimony, if you please. Very well, if it will clear up your suspicions about me. Now then, please testify about the Zodiac Art Gallery. She's so pretty. Oh no. 18 years after Monsieur Master was arrested, I was finally able to buy back this mansion. Then, in order to maintain it, I decided to manage it as an art gallery. I collected Hoquet's works from all over the world. After all, it was my dream to open the Zodiac... Sorry. I disagree, Courtney. I'm going to drink my coffee. Judge Courtney, I believe the courtroom it is standard to cross-examine the witness. Wouldn't you agree it's a little too early to say there are no contradictions? You speak like a defense attorney. Very well. Proceed as you please. These two are so good for each other. Kay, Gumshoe and Larry are all watching this from the background, and they're all like, man, the gay energy is off the charts. Not even gay, just the sexual energy. Sexual energy these two are radiating towards each other is off the goddamn charts. That's what all three of them are thinking in sync. It must have taken a lot of hard work to buy... Must have taken a lot of hard work these past 18 years to buy back the mansion. Sweetie, stop dancing and singing.
Well, she is a former actress. Singing and dancing is a livelihood.
Enough with the singing. Please continue your testimony. Excuse me. Are you managing the art gallery by yourself?
Aww.
I hope she understands that if everyone thinks he's been arrested for murder, he's not coming back. All I can do now is continue to protect the mansion. I collected Pierre Hoquet's work from all over the world. Pierre Hoquet, that's Mr. Dover's alias, correct? Yes, it's a name he used when he worked as a sculptor in France. But I've collected his works. How did you prepare the Taurus and Gemini sculptures? I heard Mr. Dover had passed away completely before he completed the two sculptures. I had the sculptures in the Winter Palace specially made based on the photos I took. Oh, could you tell us about that in more detail?
Yeah. Yeah. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit, sweetheart. But first I'm checking out some other stuff. Yeah, no, you couldn't have possibly known what it was made of. Look at that finger waggle. Good lord. Did you really think that your excuses would continue to hold up? Could you be a little bit nicer, please, Mr. Edgeworth? Could you just be a touch kinder? Your dad would be so mad at you for being such an asshole all the time. No matter how much you lie, you can't deny the composition of the sculptures. Excuse me. From the analysis results, it's quite clear that the sculptures in the Winter Palace are made of sherbet sculptures that Mr. Dover created.
Holy moly, as a pharmacist, it's my turn to shine. What we call sugar actually comes in many different varieties and tastes. Even if the sculptures were replicas, it's nearly impossible to replicate the composition.
I see. Thank you for the explanation, though I don't recall asking for one. That, Miss Hall, means you couldn't have melted the sherbet sculptures back then. You stole them and preserved them for 18 years.
What? She preserved the sherbet for 18 whole years?
If you freeze it properly, it's not impossible.
Silence, please, Miss Curator. What do you have to say? So you're admitting that you stole the sherbet sculptures? No, I cannot admit to such a thing. There isn't any proof since I stole them after all. Also, I couldn't have stolen the sculptures 18 years ago. I don't think they would have used it to steal without the police noticing. Is that so?
that might be a bad thing. Sorry, I'm looking at my brother's stuff. That's so. I don't know what you did 18 years ago. As such, how can I judge the difficulties it would have been to steal them? Looks like you won't give up so easily. I don't intend on giving up until I've learned the truth. I understand. Then I shall tell you what I did 18 years ago. Oh, this is a gorgeous ass woman. I'm jealous of how gorgeous this woman is. I want to be this woman. You know what? I've decided if I have enough money by the time October runs around, I want to make this my Halloween costume. I want to be her. But also, very briefly, let me check something. It is on a Tuesday. Good, okay. October 31st is a Tuesday, so I won't be working in a big-ass clunky dance dress.
After Monsieur Gregory arrived, I prepared tea for everyone involved in the investigation. And that was everything I had done that day. I don't think there's anything suspicious about my actions.
I actually didn't read anything she said. When could Miss Hall have stolen them? Hold it! Okay. Oh, that looks like so much fun. It was a children's program. Aww. No. I don't think she could have stolen it before judging. Hold it! That's when it could have been, when she had to change the thing. At Mr. Mass's request, she went to change the film and the camera. Could Miss Hall have stolen the sculpture then? I mean, it would be difficult, but if he wasn't in the room, then yes. So you enter Mr. Mass's room before you deliver the camera. Dude, every time I hear that cracking sound, I want to eat chocolate now. That was actually the sound of the ship breaking. Someone snuck a bite of it, you see. When the body was discovered, was Mr. Master still judging Mr. Gustavio's room?
I'm sure that he was. Monsieur Master is the type of person who would carefully judge one room at a time. She found Mr. Dover's book inside Mr. Master's room. Could Miss Hall have stolen the sculptures then? Yeah. I think everyone would have been in their respective rooms at this point. With the only possible exception being Delicia. But even then, this was when you stole this shit. No, it's not. Thanks, Kay. Seems I was mistaken. Yeah. My apologies. Please continue the call. Did you do so in the same manner as today?
Now that you mention it, Uncle Ray also got some tea from you that day. Kate was pushing a service cart back and forth from the patio to the main building.
That would have been then. Yep. Yep. This was when you stole the sherbet sculptures. I'm sorry, but Monsieur Shields and company were at the fountain patio the entire time. Are you saying that I stole them in broad daylight? That's precisely what I'm saying. This is where she hid the sculptures to steal them from right under their noses.
Take that!
Yeah! Neither my father nor Mr. Shields realized the sculptures were right in front of them. What you were pushing around was no ordinary service cart. It was the sculpture itself.
Overruled!
But surely that would have been impossible. If she placed the sculptures on the service cart, people would not have noticed it.
Objection!
Not if she had a thingy on it. I never said she used the service cart to move the sculptures. What? What do you mean? Then what did she use to move the sculptures around? This is what Miss Hall used to transport the sculptures. She didn't use the service cart, she used the lift trolley. And this is the lift trolley Mr. Dover used 18 years ago to move his sherbet sculptures. It seems the same lift trolley lies here in the fountain patio. That's because it was originally prepared for the contest in the first place. Are you saying she used the lift trolley to move the sculptures? Yes. If the sculptures were placed on this trolley and then covered with a tablecloth, it could be disguised as a service cart and moved without rousing suspicion. How could that be?
So the saucers were chilled because they were sitting on the ice sculptures. Kate, what's the meaning of this? What were you thinking?
It was truly impressive. You certainly are, Monsieur Gregory's son. After 18 years, it's hard to imagine any proof that I stole the sculptures remained. But I knew it was only a matter of time until I was suspected. Miss Curator, does this mean you admit to stealing the sculptures? Yes, I admit it. 18 years ago, I stole the sherbet sculptures from Monsieur Dover's room. It's just as Monsieur Edgeworth says. I disguised the lift trolley as the service cart, and I served tea as I made my way back and forth. That wasn't all, I also took the ice block with all the star clusters on it. An ice block with star clusters on it seems familiar. Yeah. The giant block of ice. The Winter Palace is a reproduction of Mr. Dover's room from 18 years ago. Because they had melted, my father never got the chance to see them. But those blocks of ice were also originally from Dover's sherbet salon. Those two sculptures and those two blocks of ice, I took everything I could. And then I placed empty glass cases inside Monsieur Dover's room. The sculptures were all encased to preserve the fine details, but the ice blocks were being displayed as they were. As per the rules, we prepared the glass cases for Mr. Dover. So it would have been easy for her to prepare the glass case. In Monsieur Dover's room, there were still some sculptures that were unfinished. I thought if I melted them, it would look like the ones that stole melted too. So everything you see in the Winter Palace were all original works from 18 years ago. Miss Hall, it didn't take much to get her to confess. Then she must know. She knows it isn't enough to try her in court. That is all I have to say. But even though I admit to stealing the sculptures, you can't arrest me for it.
What? What do you mean by that?
Heavens. You are assisting in an investigation without knowing this much? Perhaps you should read this book concerning the Statute of Limitations.
There's an entire book on it? Statute of Limitations? Why is there an entire book on the statute? Isn't the statute... To put it simply, I'm going to read this for a minute, because I don't know anything. Theft is 7 years, yeah. If the suspect flees or lives in the foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. Holy shit! Cool. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict reaches and resumes. If charges are pressed to demand its compensation, the statute is frozen for the length of that procedure. Oh, if you're getting fined or sued, basically, the statute is frozen for the length of that. That doesn't make any sense. What? That last one is stupid. It's the time frame in which a suspect can be taken to court. You can see it on this page. Oh, it was gonna show me that anyways. Cool. Statute of limitations for murder is 15 years, and for theft it's 7 years. Ah! That's right. And Miss Hall's theft was 18 years ago. According to the statute, she cannot be arrested for stealing the sculptures. So that's how it is! Excuse me.
However, for this crime, at least we have no right to pass judgment. It appears that the prosecutor Edgeworth's tepid reasoning has all been for naught.
Objection!
Love that shrug. I wonder about that. I deduced Miss Hall's actions simply to expose a different crime. If she only took the sculptures, we wouldn't have found the body from 18 years ago.
Are you saying that I hid Monsieur Dover's body?
That's correct. But how could someone hide a body for 18 years?
I imagine it would be very difficult under normal circumstances.
So you're saying the circumstances weren't normal?
Are you claiming that you know where the body was hidden?
I have a theory, and I'm pretty sure it's the same as Edgeworth's. When you consider Miss Hall's actions, the whatever becomes obvious. 18 years ago, Miss Hall stole something more than just the sherbet sculptures.
If you're so confident, I would like to hear your answer.
Where did Miss Hall hide the body? I really do think... Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure that Miss Hall hid the body in the Winter Palace statues. Oh my god, that's why it was covered with a sheet, so that you couldn't look close enough to notice there was an actual person inside the sherbet statue. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god!
Take that!
This is the photograph of Mr. Dover's sculptures. Yes, and perhaps you've noticed that the victim's body can be seen in this picture. I do not see it. Please point it out clearly. Where in this picture is what with the body of the victim? It's time to expose the location of the body in the photograph.
Take that!
The Gemini sculpture. Yes, while it may look like the Gemini sculpture at first glance, in reality this is none other than Isaac Dover himself. This ice sculpture was the victim's body, but all I can see from this picture is an ice sculpture statue.
Objection!
That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to conceal it. Conceal it? Which piece of evidence did Miss Hall use to conceal the body?
Take that!
This is the cloth that was covering the sculptures in the Autumn Palace. This cloth manipulates light. With it, it's entirely possible to make something look like ice. Isn't that right, Delisha? You see, when it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. And when it glows blue, you can almost feel the glittering cool ice. That cloth will only emit a light when attached to a special device. Judge Courtney, look closely at the picture one more time. There's the device. Beneath the Gemini case lies a box-shaped object attached to the pedestal. This is a rainbow light device. Detective Gumshoe reported one in the Winter Palace. This is the device that went missing 18 years ago. Originally, it would have been attached to the cloth inside the glass case. Naturally, Miss Hall took the device with her when she moved the sculptures. By using the rainbow light device to make fluorescent cloth glow, Mr. Dover's body was made to look like an ice sculpture. That's ridiculous.
So then, when Uncle Ray took a photo of the Winter Palace...
That's right. The body had been in front of us all along, disguised as Gemini. However, the body and the fluorescent cloth were both discovered in the fountain. If the ice sculpture was the body, we would have found it in the Winter Palace. Nah. If we had found it there, her trick would have been revealed immediately. Miss Hall moved the body out of the Winter Palace to prevent us from discovering it. Absurd. You say she threw the body in the fountain without any of us noticing. No, Judge Courtney. There was no need for that. She simply used the same method as before. Remember the lift trolley? She moved the body to some other room and dumped it into the stream to the fountain. Naturally, the frozen body would have sunk to the bottom of the fountain. That's why the cloth floated up first and was found by Delisha. And eventually, the body thawed out and floated to the surface. Monsieur Edgeworth, you truly have a gift for deductive reasoning, however. Do you have any proof that I moved the body? If you cannot prove that, then there's no way I can accept what you're saying.
Wasn't there anyone who saw Miss Hall move the body?
Yes, I believe such a person exists. The answer lies in the evidence that person gave me.
Oh no! Oh no!
Certainly, I have evidence that will show exactly what she did. Then it is time to see your answer.
Oh no! Oh no, I feel so bad! But the cloth is light blue because she didn't turn it off because she was trying to make... Oh, Larry! Sweetie!
Take that!
Another sketch.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Oh, it appears I've been drawn in this one. This is a sketch Larry drew of the women at the fountain patio. I would like to direct your attention to the service card on the left side of the sketch. Service card? What about it?
Don't you see? What transpired 18 years ago has happened again. Miss Hall was moving the body in this sketch.
No. Please wait. I don't see Monsieur Dover's body anywhere in that drawing. All I did was hand out chocolate to everyone.
The key detail in this sketch is the color of the tablecloth. Up until now, I thought Larry had just made a mistake.
The tablecloth. It's light blue. The It may be light blue in the sketch, but no blue tablecloths exist in the mansion. Perhaps it's light blue because the body was hidden, still glowing, underneath the tablecloth. But if the lift trolley is rectangular in the sketch, if she just placed the body in the lift trolley, we would have noticed it. There were 2 blocks of ice in the Winter Palace that are completely hollowed out. If she put the body inside the block of ice, it would have looked like a service cart. That's... Miss Hall, you put the body in the block of ice and moved the lift trolley and used the lift trolley to move it, didn't you? I never imagined you'd be able to do so much from just a simple sketch. But what if it's just a mistake, like you said before? It doesn't prove anything. Prove! I agree that alone the sketch is rude! Once you've removed the body, the service cart would revert back to a lift trolley. That's why the lift trolley was left behind in the fountain patio. And without the service cart, there would be no place for you to put your chocolates. Chocolates I gave everyone. Until then, your chocolates had sat up on the service cart as you gave them away. But when you gave them to us, you took them from your pocket.
Oh, now that you mention it, they were a bit melted, but they were still really sweet and tasty.
So why was it necessary to put them in your pocket halfway through? That's because once the body was disposed of, you no longer had a service cart. Hold it right there. If she put the chocolates in her pocket and left the lift trolley in the patio, then where did the tablecloth go? If she had been forced to put the chocolates in her pocket, she wouldn't have had time to dispose of the tablecloth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, can you answer that for me? The tablecloth wasn't hidden. It's right in front of his, and it's right here in front of us. Do clarify. The tablecloth used to hide the body, where is it now? Do your little shrug. I should have gone be right back with the music playing, because I have to pee. Isn't it obvious? Miss Hull is carrying it with her out in the open, under her dress. It's probably under her giant-ass dance dress. You mean... Miss Hull, you are wearing the tablecloth around your waist. The block of ice was not encased in a glass case. In other words, the tablecloth was in direct contact with the block of ice. If we had examined, we could undoubtedly find traces of sherbet on it. Miss Hall, you will turn your tablecloth over to the police at once. There's no need to examine the tablecloth. It's just as you say. I stole the poison from Madame Delicia, and I moved the body. I have done terrible things. Madame Delicia, I am so sorry. 1 week ago, I took your megatoxin X bottle. I slipped it into that man's pocket to make it look like a suicide. And if they suspected it was murder, the evidence would point to Madame Delicia.
Katie! Kate, what were you thinking? Weren't we always trying to save Mr. Master together?
I could not let myself be arrested. Not until I had proven Monsieur Master's innocence. From the very beginning, I had planned to turn myself in once everything was over. But I suppose it's too late to say that now.
Kate, why? Why would you go this far?
For even from Monsieur Shields, I have caused nothing but trouble. For the past 18 years, I have been a criminal. The IS-7 incident, don't tell me you were the true culprit. My greatest crime was stealing the sherbet sculptures for my own selfish interests. Monsieur Chauvel died. They were no longer just ordinary sculptures. They had become the final works of of the sculptor Monsieur Marcel so deeply loved. What if they melted before Monsieur Marcel returned? With that in mind, I could not let anyone touch them, not even the police. Even though I knew it was wrong, I moved them to the mansion's freezer. However, I only wanted to preserve Monsieur Dorvel's art. I did not know his body was hidden among them. So she stole the sculptures without noticing the body. Monsieur Master would never take another person's life, but because of me, the body vanished and Monsieur Master was found guilty.
Oh, this is gonna make me cry. Oh my god.
That kind man, he treated someone like me as family. He meant more to me than anyone else in yet.
Kate.
When Monsieur Master was found guilty, I was chased out of the mansion. I was finally able to reclaim the mansion a few days ago, but when I saw the sculpture still sleeping away in the freezer, I realized that I was the one who hid Monsieur Dorvel's body. However, the statute of limitations had already expired, therefore I could think of no other way to atone for my sins.
It appears I have misunderstood her. It seems she caused this entire incident in order to save Mr. Master. What you thinking about, Mr. Edgeworth? There's one thing that's been bothering me this whole time. Why would Miss Hall plan a murder with such uncertain methods like poison gas? And the reason she disguised the Autumn Palace to look like the Winter Palace was to make those involved in the incident 18 years ago confuse the two rooms. I wonder what Kate was trying to accomplish. I'm pretty sure I know. She was trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence in that case. Miss Hall's true objective was... Perhaps she was trying to find the true culprit. Miss Hall, were you trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence? You wanted to reveal the true culprit and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Was that not your true goal? Alright, the music's back on. I will be right back. I have to pee so bad. But this is good. Sick. This is gonna be good. I'm loving this. I'm actually super into this. I don't think I've actually genuinely loved this. This is a great way to end the series for me, is to play this game. I'm enjoying the shit out of this. This is great.
to know what actually happened and to finally prove that Von Karma's final case would... Oh, so happy. Let's do this. By displaying those sculptures, you attracted those involved in the past incident. Only 2 people would know where the body was hidden, you and the true culprit.
The culprit would have panicked knowing that the body would be displayed publicly.
Yes, and if the culprit really showed up, there's a risk they'd erase their tracks. In the worst case scenario, they might have even stolen the body. So, how could she protect the evidence while simultaneously luring the culprit?
I see, that's why she made the Autumn Palace look like the Winter Palace.
Yes, and then, Miss Hall, you would have thought... Whoever opens the Pisces case, believing it to be the Gemini case, must be the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. Oh, that's so cool! What? But that means that the person is the true culprit? Hell yes! It is Gustavia! I knew it! I knew it was Gustavia! I called it! Sorry, I'm drinking water. Hydration! Please wait a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you realize what you're saying? Do you intend to accuse that person of being the culprit behind the IS-7 incident? Miss Hall was trying to trap the true culprit. If so, wouldn't the person who fell for the trap be the true culprit? However, I have no evidence to back up my claims. If I make a formal accusation without any proof, it will not end well. Should I announce the true killer of Isaac Dover? Yes! Let's do this! What I should do is reveal the truth. In that case, there's no need to hesitate. Ah, this is so good! Holy shit! Hang on. That's correct, Judge Courtney. I indict this person as the culprit behind the IS-7 incident. Dame Gustavia, who fell victim to the poison gas, is the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. Ghosties! Mr. Gustavia. Miss Hall, didn't you believe that if you opened the gallery, the true culprit would come? That's why you set up the poison gas trap, is it not? You truly have a gifted mind, just like your father. It's as you say, Monsieur Edgeworth. Now, would you please tell us the whole truth? Yes, I have nothing more to hide. I will tell you everything. I set a trap in the gallery to find the true culprit. Before the gallery opened, I left only the Autumn Palace unlocked. At the opening time, I went to unlock each room. I discovered that the Autumn Palace had been locked from the inside. I knew that the true culprit was on the other side of the door. My hand was trembling. All that was left was for the trap to do its work. When I heard Monsieur Gustave was exposed to the poison gas, I realized he was the culprit. And I thought that if the police discovered Monsieur Daubert's body, it would prove Monsieur Masteur's innocence.
Why didn't you ever come talk to me? There might have been another way.
I know that you did everything you could for me for the last 18 years. However, all of this had been brought in by my own crime. That's why I wanted to save Monsieur Master as soon as possible.
Kate.
Not only that, the police hid the fact that the body went missing 18 years ago. Even if I reported the body, there's a chance that the truth will be hidden again. That's why I caused the incident at the museum's opening, with as many witnesses as possible.
I'm sorry. Gregory, Mr. Masters, and even you. I couldn't protect anyone.
Boy, you were 17, Dad! Calm your titties! This happened in the year 2000. You were 17. I wasn't even born yet. Neither was like half the cast, in fact. Holy shit, dude. No. You can't. Don't Don't pin this on yourself. I love you, Ray. Stop it. Bad. Stop it. You are not at fault here. Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Oh, I love him. Sorry, I'm wired now. I've had... Mr. Shields, it must be tough on him as well. The one who should be apologizing is me. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, I'm terribly sorry. I shall accept whatever punishment I am given. However, I must ask of you, please clear Monsieur Mustel's name. Of course, madam. The truth that was hidden for 18 years was revealed in an unexpected manner. However, to think that things would end this way. To be continued. Oh my god, we're continuing on. We're going to the end. We're going. Holy shit. Holy shit. Miss Hall, have you composed yourself? Yes. What you did, no matter the reason, was unforgivable. Cool motive, still attempted murder. Yes, I know. However, you committed this crime in order to prove Mr. Master's innocence. If the true culprit is someone else, we have a duty to reinvestigate. Bitch! No false evidence from the IS-7 incident remains in the official case files. Moreover, there is no evidence to lend credence to Miss Hall's testimony. We should first arrest Miss Hall as the culprit behind today's incident. We cannot be certain that the case files are accurate. After all, the prosecutor in this case has a history of forging evidence. Yep. Are you suggesting that the PIC overlooked such a prosecutor? Yes, actually! Yes! I very much am! Yes! That's none of my concern. The truth is that evidence was falsified. And the fact that Dover's body from 18 years ago was just discovered proves it. Whoa, bitch! Whoa, bitch! Calm down! Prosecutor Edgeworth, I see remnants of Prosecutor Von Karma within you. What did you say? You try to believe that the PIC... You tried to deceive the PIC and fabricate... Alright, now Courtney's just throwing out insults. Them's fighting words. How you doing, Nye? Let me inform you of my, or rather, the PIC's logic. No, you can just call it your logic, sweetie. The PIC's logic. I acknowledge that Prosecutor Von Karma fabricated the information about the body. However, he successfully convicted Mr. Master as an accomplice. No, he didn't. I believe that the true culprit was Miss Curator herself. She even attempted to murder Mr. Gustavius today in order to pin the blame on him. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Is that really what the PIC believes? Yes. Every word I utter is for the sake of law and order. It seems she intends to spew bullshit for the sake of the PIC. At this rate, neither Mr. Master nor Miss Hall will be saved. No, don't worry. I already know the shit. Not that. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? There it is. Yeah, no, fuck you.
Hold it!
If you acknowledge that, why won't you reopen the case? The goddess of law does not err in her judgments.
That is bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Why do you think double jeopardy exists? I'm calling severe bullshit, Courtney. Sorry, I know certain things about law. I took criminology courses. I'm still taking criminology courses, and I know double jeopardy straight up exists so that someone cannot be tried twice for the same crime. If Masters is proven to be innocent, he doesn't have to go through a trial again. They just let that shit go, you know? The same thing goes if you're found not guilty, you cannot be tried again if you are found guilty, because you've already been tried. Bitch! 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 I love you, bitch! Sorry, I'm fucking... Whoa.
Objection.
I have to learn not to drink coffee before I've eaten food, because holy shit, I'm wired right now. If you ask me, it's all been bogus ever since Von Karmakat fabricated evidence. And you claim that justice was served. What's the PRC thinking?
I can already declare my verdict. There's no need for further investigation.
Bullshit. Let's hear your explanation on the matter. I want to get rid of this fucking thing in my room. Sorry, it's like, there's this... I need to talk about this really annoying thing. There's this fucking extra dresser in my room, and I need to get rid of it, and I don't know how, because I'm not strong enough to, like, just fucking lift the thing and chuck it into the street, and I wish I could, because then I could just put the free sign on it and let some other person take it. I don't want it, and it's blocking, like, I think 2 of the plugs in my room. And I need that plug because currently the power cord to my computer is at a very dangerous angle, and I'm worried it's gonna, like, damage it. So my computer's fucked. Just take it apart. I don't know how. And it's not that I don't know how as in, like, I don't know how to use a screwdriver. It's that I don't know how as in I literally don't know where the fucking screws and shit are. I've looked at that thing. It doesn't have screws. As far as I know, it's glued together.
Hold it.
Take the drawers out. Maybe oh god, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Midstream! Come on, this is bothering me. There's no screws on the inside. Oh god. I also feel... Oh no, I do feel a screw. Huh. Maybe it is. The other thing with midstream destruction, hell yeah. The thing is, with taking it apart, is like someone else can use it, and not everyone's gonna be willing to try and put that thing back together without instructions. So I'd rather put it out on the street fully put together and let someone take it than take it apart and put it in storage, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to put that thing back together. What the fuck is going on outside? What is happening? There are lights going off. Is that the Pokemon movie? There's no way that's a Pokemon. I cannot see. I had that
the biggest factor was in Mr. Master's conviction was his confession. If Prosecutor Von Palmer had a hand in his confession, the ruling may not be just. The initial investigation was handled by Detective Replacer. He was the one who obtained the confession, according to the official reports. All I can say is that the ruling has already been handed down.
Jeez, why does Miss Courtney have to be so stubborn? The PIC is so high. Is the PIC so high and mighty?
Hold it!
Are you saying that both Miss Hall and Mr. Master just murdered Isaac Dover? Mr. Master committed the murder while Miss Curator moved the body. That's what I believe.
Objection! Hold it!
As she attempted to confirm whether or not the true Gemini sculpture was genuine, he was caught in the trap meant to silence him forever. Can you prove that theory? Mr. Gustavia is currently teetering on the brink of death. There's probably no way to prove it unless he regains consciousness. In other words, there is nothing we can do for him.
That can't be true. There must be something we can do.
Hold it!
By ample evidence, you mean? For the IS-7 incident, we have the body, the murder weapon, and a pair of suspects. For the poison gas incident, we have 2 chemicals and Miss Hall's confession. Furthermore, I have finished collecting all the evidence necessary for your own PIC hearing investigator.
Miles, you know you're always welcome to join the Edgeworth law offices.
I understand. Well, regardless. Because the victim's body vanished, there appears to be no reason to... Oh.
Objection!
Fuck you.
I cannot authorize this statement. Because it's obvious you're bluffing.
Ha!
Silence her for good. Are you gonna kill her?
Hold it!
Are you saying that there's nothing left for us to investigate? We've already exhausted all ends in regard to the evidence. This court will accept no further deliberations. I shall now deliver my verdict for the defendant, Catherine Hall, hereby pronounce you.
Hold it! There's still a need for further investigation.
If you wish to halt my verdict, please do so with evidence. That is, if there is any evidence that requires further deliberation. I cannot allow this case to end here. There's still something that needs to be cleared up. It's like I'll have to show Judge Courtney something to convince her.
I mean, there's this, but...
There's that, there's the finger marks. There's that.
Excuse me.
Objection!
Fuck you, Courtney. She's too smart to be like him.
There's a lot to investigate, but I don't know what it is. I don't... Shotguns and their different gauges? Why? Your friends are true Americans. Also, I'm fucked. I have no idea what I'm supposed to present to her.
Howdy, what's happening? I don't know what to present to this woman. I've gotten pretty far, this case is fucking awesome, and here's where I'm stuck, because I am facing off with the most attractively smart woman on the planet. Help! Don't actually help, don't actually help, don't actually help. I realize I shouldn't have said that word. I don't know what the right evidence is from memory anyways. Alright. That's good. Here's the thing. Several things come to mind, but none of them are correct. I know, the violins are so good. The music in this game is friggin' amazing. I want to say it might be the statute, but I'm pretty sure it's not, because as far as we know, there's no reason to suspect Gustavia. Even though I totally do suspect Gustavia. The family photo suggests a connection to the two. So there's a motive somewhere. The Angel's recipe book would be the main reason why either of them are there. The fingerprints were never identified.
Objection!
This is incorrect, and I know that. I'm so fucked. I'm losing all my HP. I'm doing that thing I did when I was a kid and just presenting random shit. Almost hitting the stop screen button because I have to keep my thing minimized so I can read the chat. Because I don't really want speech chat on right now because there's not a lot of people watching. Present my prosecutor's badge. That always works. The testimony contradicts the evidence. No. Fuck. That's one of the best Pro CD videos of all time. Okay, I'm assuming she's saying there's no need to investigate the current case any further, which is not true. Because we need to investigate Gustavia. Oh, I'm fucking dumb. Why would he use the gas burner if he wasn't guilty?
Objection!
You know what? No, fuck off. We're loading a state, because I can't lose that much HP. I can't lose that much HP. I literally can't.
Objection!
You know what? Yeah, fucking, fuck you, Courtney. I'm Googling it. I hate the fact that I have to Google it. What is this one called? Turnabout fucking fuck you. That's what this case is called. It's the inherited turnabout? Whoo! I hate having to Google it. I really do. But oh. What? That's what I did! I did present that already. I could have sworn I presented that already. Happens to the best of us. Doesn't happen to me very often. This is the first time I've had to Google it. There's still one piece of evidence from the IS-7 incident that remains unsettled. Take a look at this. This is the forensics result from the Gemini sculpture that melted with the Winter Palace. According to the results of the analysis, traces of someone's blood were found. Who does this blood belong to? Until we know the answer, the case is still open. There was blood mixed with the remains of the Gemini sculpture. I heard nothing of this from Sebastian. That doesn't... You know what? You know what? Courtney,
I love you, but you have to be smart enough to know you can't trust a goddamn thing that Sebastian does. You're a sweetheart and you're a smart kid, and I know that you're trying to babysit him, but there's no way you should trust a thing that Sebi does without double checking it yourself. And you should look into things. I want her to just lose her shit at Sebi. I know she's not gonna, but I want her to go up to Sebi and be like, Sebastian, I love you, but what the fuck is wrong with you? Obviously, she's not going to do that, but it'd be so funny if she did that. She's the only one patient enough to be his mentor, obviously. Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's no one else who could possibly deal with him. I love him, though. I do love Sebi. Sebi would be my stupid gay best friend. Even if he's not gay, he'd just constantly say, I'm not actually gay. I'd be like, no, but he acts like it.
I plan to tell Mr. DeBest myself. So even though you had no investigative authority, you still did as you please. I shall report everything that transpired today to the BIC. I will not avert my eyes from the truth, nor shall I overlook the mistakes of the past. If you wish to report my actions to the BIC, be my guest. But in exchange, I want you to let me investigate this case to the very end. You're not really in a position to make a deal with her. It's not my place to decide such things. I must ask that you check with Sebastian regarding this matter. You know somebody's gonna say no. I'm not actually gay. You are now, so deal with it. Me too. Hey, good news, you guys. Oh, look. Thanks to our early detection, Mr. Gustavia's life was saved. Mr. Gustavia. So he's alive. I read that as K, not Kate. Sup? Would you be the ones who saved my life? Hi, Mr. Gustavia. You are Mr. Assistant, are you not? You've grown so big. This time, this is one of your assistants, then. No, I'm... Prepare yourself for a long battle here. I wouldn't have it any other way. He's an assistant's candidate. And Gregory H.'s son. I am Miles Edgeworth, a prosecutor. What a twist of fate. I am in your debt. It is thanks to you that I have completely recovered. There's no need for thanks. Since you're alive, we can reach the truth behind the incident 18 years ago. What do you speak of? While you were unconscious, the truth has started to come to light. You may be Isaac Dover's murderer. What? Really? Miss Hall was looking for the criminal behind the events of 18 years ago. That's why she set up the poison gas in the Pisces case. Mr. Gustavia, the events of the 18 years ago. Tell us what really happened. So you wish to remain silent? Nah, I think he's just meditating. He can sleep standing up. What a useful skill to have. That's not what meditation is. Mr. Gustavia, please tell us what you did 18 years ago. Did it just start raining? Oh, it's raining hard. We got ourselves a summer storm, folks. Nice. My power's probably going to go out midstream. Great. I'm the criminal because I fell for a trap. It's over to 90 degrees here. Ew. That's not a very funny joke. I'm a victim, not a culprit. Mr. Gustavia, it has not yet been made clear whether or not you are a criminal. This is only their baseless accusation. Do not concern yourself with the drivel of a prosecutor without jurisdiction. At least there is one person here who understands. My name is Justine Courtney. I am a judge. If you would like, I would be happy to assist you. Let us show Prosecutor Edgeworth the truth of 18 years ago. Understood. I shall prove my innocence to you, Mr. Prosecutor. I would love you to. Mostly because I don't believe you.
Objection!
Judge Courtney, is that your answer? Do you intend to bury the truth of the ISS incident before it can be brought to light? I merely believe in the judgment of the goddess of law. Ultimately, those who render judgment are only human. Can you hear that? Holy shit, man. Oh, that's what that is. I'm pretty sure those lights I'm seeing in the sky is thunder. Nice. I didn't know we were in the midst of a thunderstorm. Yeah, so if I cut out randomly, that might just be the fact that my power got knocked out. As long as humans control the law, there's no guarantee that every verdict is correct. If you are going to help conceal the truth, I will not hold back. I'm looking forward to it. Unless it's lightning, unless you can see sound, then it's lightning, my dude. I might be synesthetic, you don't know. I mean, I'm not, but you don't know. You didn't know until I told you.
Lady Justine, what should I do now?
You are being suspected because you set off the poison gas. Can you tell us the reason why you opened the Pisces case?
Understood. I came to see Mr. Dover's works from 18 years ago. However, I accidentally entered the museum a half hour before it opened.
This hall, there was nobody at the entrance, correct? Since I thought the criminal from 18 years ago might be coming, I have no security guards in place. I didn't even lock the doors. I was so busy with opening preparations, there was nobody on the first floor. In addition, I locked every palace door aside from the other one. I see. This place must have been done in order to lure the criminal into the Autumn Palace. Which is why he ended up near entering the Autumn Palace.
It's already suspicious that he snuck into the museum in the first place.
The gallery should remain silent. Unless you have evidence that can prove his testimony false, I will not allow any objections.
Gallery? This isn't even a courtroom!
Now then, why did you open the Pisces case?
I wish to view Sir Dover's handiwork up close. The Gemini sculpture, no. It was actually the Pisces, wasn't it? The deck first shut, so I borrowed a burner to open it. But as soon as I opened the lid, the gas started pouring out.
That's quite a convenient testimony.
Sounds like a total lie, doesn't it?
There are parts of Mr. Gustavio's testimony I have issue with as well. However, there is no evidence to disprove it.
But that's...
Okay.
Would it not make sense? Suspicion to fall on Lady Catherine before myself. She may have intended to release the poison gas haphazard.
Objection!
Kate turned on the sprinklers as soon as the gas was released. She was specifically targeting the person who triggered the trap. Mr. Gustavia, you were the only target. You were willing to accept the words of this criminal as the truth.
Miss Hall must atone for her crimes. However, the same can be said for the criminal from 18 years ago.
Sir Prosecutor, it seems you wish to suspect me to the bitter end. However, I had no reason to murder Sir Dover. There is no evidence to suggest I can kill him. You cannot suspect me.
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you prove that Mr. Gustavia is the criminal?
No, but I can prove he's probably involved. Thank you, daycare ladybot. All we know for sure is that Mr. Gustavia fell victim to the poison gas. Now, no matter how strange his behavior was, it won't prove he committed a murder.
But that's... Mr. Shields, is there nothing we can do?
Well, if there isn't any evidence, we should try reorganizing the facts. If Mr. Gustavia was the one who killed Mr. Dover, there must have been a motive.
Mr. Gustavia himself is denying that such a motive exists. That's a complete fabrication.
It's not easy to take another person's life. 18 years ago, your old man discussed motive with Prosecutor Von Karma.
You claim their collaboration is irrelevant if Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover's relationship had turned sour. It could serve as a motive for murder.
We couldn't talk to Mr. Gustavia 18 years ago, but this time things are different. If we connect everything we've learned so far, the truth might be revealed.
Yes, I suppose so. It seems I must re-examine the information from 18 years ago. I must recall the details that have remained unexplained. Felicia denied leaving finger marks on the frame. If they were left by Gustavia, he may have been trying to review the angel's recipe. Monsieur Master asked me to change the film in the camera. It seemed the film he prepared wasn't enough. There wasn't enough film. It seems the numbers of filters he took didn't match up with the amount of film remaining. Well, he told me himself it might just be a mistake, though. The information my father collected 18 years ago was certainly not for naught. If there's no evidence, then I shall use logic to reveal the truth. Mr. Gustavia, you collaborated with the victims Isaac Dover to create your desserts, didn't you?
Oh, it seems you know about my secret.
Mr. Shields told me about it. Mr. Dover handled the design while you were in charge of the taste. Is that correct?
Back then my training had been insufficient.
Seems you worked together until the semi-finals, but not during the finals. Why is that?
We both wished to compete in the finals against Sir Master on our own merits.
Objection!
You must have also helped with Isaac Dover's desserts even during the finals.
What makes you able to declare something like that?
Didn't you tell Prosecutor Karma about it yourself 18 years ago? That you cooperated until the day before the finals? The sculptures in Mr. Dover's room were all made out of sherbet. Such an amount would most likely need to be left overnight to freeze, which means Mr. Gustavia prepared Mr. Dover's sherbet in day advance. Then why did Mr. Dover not help Mr. Gustavia in return? Why did Isaac Dover not help you in return? If there's a reason why your partnership with Isaac Dover broke down, that would be a motive for murder.
That could be a possibility. However, Sir Dover and I ended our partnership peacefully.
Peacefully? A peaceful breakup? That's hard to imagine.
Not to mention, it's absurd to think that I killed Sir Dover in Sir Master's room. I couldn't have killed Sir Dover while Mr. Master was also there making his dessert. In other words, there is no way I could have committed the murder.
That's not true. If there was a moment where Mr. Masters was absent from the room, I could prove that it was possible for Mr. Gustavia to commit the murder. I'm probably wrong. Not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic. Okay. I know, Edgeworth, shut the fuck up, God. If he had photographed the contents of the angel's recipe, he wouldn't need to steal it. Perhaps Mr. Gustavia used Mr. Master's cameras to take the pictures.
If he'd stolen the actual recipe book, the police would have found out. Oh, I see. Pictures, eh?
The problem is the time at which he entered Mr. Master's room.
Mr. Gustavia couldn't have moved freely during the afternoon tea, right? Because it seems both him and Mr. Dover did not participate in afternoon tea.
If I remember correctly, the only time we can prove that Mr. Dover was still alive is... Yeah, okay. After the contest began, Isaac Dover was locked up in his room. If we assume he was killed at some point before Delicia snuck into his room, then there's a high chance that he was killed before the afternoon tea was over. Isaac Dover was alive up until the afternoon tea began. Ergo, the only time Gustavia could have killed Dover.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you satisfied?
Sorry, but I'm far from satisfied, because I'm finally starting to see the truth behind this case.
Are you saying you found some evidence to show the truth?
No, there's no need to present any evidence, since we can just have Mr. Gustavia tell us the truth.
So this is where you use that, right?
Indeed. Mr. Gustavia, there's one thing I want you to tell me. I said, Mr. Gustavia, there's something I want you to tell me. During the finals of the contest, you made your desserts on your own.
Objection!
If that were truly the case, you would have competed on your own merits from the start. I want you to tell me why it was necessary for you to cooperate with Mr. Isaac Dover. Logic chess, logic chess, logic chess, logic chess. Ba-da-bum. Boop, 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 ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. I will be right back because I'm gonna fill my water bottle. Fill my water bottle and pee. And maybe make some more food because I'm starving. Because I had too much caffeine.
Washroom, and I'm not gonna get food yet because I'm streaming. This is when the shit gets good. Let me just put on my sweaters because I realize I might just be thirsty because caffeine dehydrates you. And the problem is, the only water I have in my house is fucking freezing. I wonder what made them decide to cooperate in the first place. That's what I need to draw out from him, but... Damn! Seems he pretends to meditate when things aren't going his way. First I'll ask about why he collaborated with Mr. Dover. The truth behind the has been hidden for 18 years. That ends today. My hands are fucking cold, Edgeworth. Why did you decide to collaborate with Mr. Dover? Mr. Dover and I were already acquaintances even before the contest began. Since he was interested in the contest, we decided to enter together. Mr. Dover's son and my own attended the same elementary school. We got along well from the start. I find that to be a lie, but okay. Really? So you were going to share the title of World's Greatest Pastry Chef together? Okay. Let's read my parents' reaction. Okay, so. So I'm supposed to tell him to wake the fuck up whenever he's meditating. Excuse me. As I expected, he pretends to meditate when things aren't going his way. Mr. Dover was a sculptor. I doubt he had any interest in the title of World's Greatest Pastry Chef. In that case, where did his true goals lie? My goal was the title of World's Greatest Pastry Chef. However, Sir Dover's goal was the grand prize, an angel's recipe. I see. You cooperated because your interests aligned. But there must have been a reason why your partnership soured. Mr. Prosecutor, I am the victim of a poisoning if you're going to suspect me in this manner. Perhaps I'd best return to the infirmary. Wait a moment. I seems he's trying to leave. I can't let that happen. He's still hiding something. Next, I should ask him about his true goal. I need to keep the pressure on him while cautious of the time. Did you want to appear on Mr. Master's TV show? I believe it was called Shake and Bake. I'm pretty sure it's called Piece of Cake. Would you really want to see me dance about while I made desserts? No, that's probably wouldn't be too popular with the kids either. Exactly. I know my limitations. I have no interest in that kind of theatrical tomfoolery. The Sir Prosecutor, you should think about who you're talking to before asking such questions. Did I just lose points for asking? Didn't you have another goal besides the title? The title alone doesn't seem to have much value. only goal was the title itself. I had no interest in anything else. My dream was to become the world's greatest pastry chef. It would be rude. 18 years ago, I was lacking in design sense. However, things are different now. Oh? Are you saying you've improved at your craft? Exactly! For I have traded the Republic of Zangfa. Yes, at the time. I also studied Mr. Master's works. I would often watch his show with my son.
So you were studying Mr. Master's works to improve your own skill. If you had his recipes, perhaps that would have been easier for you to become the world's greatest.
To a pastry chef, Sir Master's recipes were worth their weight in gold.
If becoming the world's greatest pastry chef was your goal, you should have also been interested in the grand prize, the angel's recipe.
No! The recipe of the world's greatest pastry chef. I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested. However, I wouldn't think that simply being interested would be a problem.
I wonder about that. The angel's recipe's true nature was not for making desserts, but cures. And all the participants should have been aware of that. Looks like I'm getting close. He isn't meditating anymore. Now to slowly but surely drive him into a corner. Next I'll ask what he planned to use the recipe book for. The angel's recipe. Did you know its true value?
Silly question! It contains the master's best dessert recipes. Any pastry chef with their salt would want it.
Seems I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should try another line of attack. Did you intend to win the angel's recipe and use it to make desserts?
Of course. If I obtained the angel's recipe, I was going to use it in my training.
I hear the angel's recipe was worth a lot of money.
I don't know the exact details, but that recipe book was much too valuable to be sold.
You seem to know quite a lot about the angel's recipe.
It was explained to all the contest participants at the beginning of the contest.
In that case, you must know about the recipe book's true nature. It was not a recipe book for desserts at all.
No! Impressive, Sir Prosecutor. So you know the true nature of the angel's recipe. The angel's recipe. Some have called it the ultimate recipe book.
Does Taro have a copy of it?
It contains formulas for new medicines that were not yet on the market.
You knew the recipes were actually formulas for new medicines. This could be a useful clue. Looks like that clue will come in handy. You may have studied the design in Zangfa, however, your skills in line could use more work. You just said earlier that James's recipe contained formulas and medicines. You weren't interested in desserts, you wanted the medicine formulas. Now, why would a pastry chef such as yourself be so interested in medicine? Perhaps what you really were after is information about a new medicine?
Gah! Oh, I underestimated you, Sir Prosecutor. Yes. My goal was more than the title of world's greatest pastry chef. At the time, my son was ill. I needed a recipe for medicine.
Your son was ill? Tell me more about that.
To protect my son's honor, I can say no more.
Judging by the worried look on his face, I must have struck a nerve. Next, I need you to tell me more about his son's illness. This is it. This will be my final move of the game. Did the angel's recipe have the only cure?
Yes, though the medicine is being sold everywhere now. At the time, the recipe book was my one and only option.
Oh my god, did your son have a cold?
You just said earlier that you studied Mr. Master's works. In addition, if your goal was to win the contest in order to get the medicine formula, you must have been curious about the other contestants' entries as well. So everything he ate tasted flavorless. This could be a useful clue. What was the name of your son's illness? Sir Prospero. How insensitive of you. My son is seriously ill. I will not be discussing this with the likes of you. Seems I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should try another line of attack. Yeah. I've run this line of questioning to its conclusion. Let's try another line of attack. What kind of person was your son? Oh, my boy! He loved the desserts I made. Did you enter the contest solely for your son? Sir Prosecutor, you could never understand the feeling that a father has for his son. I wanted nothing more than to cure my boy's illness. I will reveal all your lies for what they are. Ow. Whoops. Well. Yeah. Until the semi-finals, my son would always drop by the contest venue to play. Is that so? Wouldn't he get in your way? I doubt you had time to care for your son while challenging Mr. Master. That may be so, but I wanted to grant my son's wish. He said he'd always wanted to be the first to eat my desserts. About your son. If he was so sick, wouldn't it be difficult for him to come and play with you? My son's illness. It wasn't life-threatening. That might serve as a clue. Looks like that clue will come in handy. You told me your son's illness was not life-threatening. If there really is a need. Is there really a need to be so secretive about it? It was enough to keep him from living a normal life. That must have been difficult for your son. I tried everything I could to cure his illness. It wasn't fair for the poor boy. He could never taste the desserts he loved so much. An angel's recipe contains a cure for a certain illness. A remedy that could also cure Mr. Master's taste disorder. What? He had it too? He had it too, I see. So your son suffers from a taste disorder. Ugh! I didn't think you'd figure it out so quickly. In order to cure your son's taste disorder, you needed the recipe book. Wasn't that your true goal? It's as you say. Based on how he's up to it now, it appears he's still hiding something. Looks like that clue will come in handy. Being unable to taste anything regardless of what you eat is such a bitter illness. That reminds me, didn't you say something similar earlier? None of their entries had any flavour, so I didn't feel like eating any of it, wasn't it? Perhaps your son wasn't the only one who suffered from a taste disorder. It's hard to imagine being a successful pastry chef without a sense of taste. Perhaps what you really wanted was to cure yourself. That's completely ludicrous. 18 years ago I made those desserts all by myself. Nice try. Seems you've caught yourself in a contradiction. Didn't you cooperate with Isaac Dover in the contest? You can hardly say you made the desserts all by yourself. You take great pride in your abilities as a pastry chef, but to betray your pride and cooperate with another contestant, you did it all to cure your own disease. Well done, Sir Prosecutor. It's as you say, the one with the taste disorder is not my son. It is I. No one knew. I've kept it a secret for 18 years. Doesn't matter how long the secret is kept. If you lie before me, I will expose it. Dame Gustavia and Isaac Dover were both trying to obtain the recipes for new medicines. Gustavia to cure his condition, and Dover most likely to sell the recipe book for money. For this reason, they entered the contest as a collaborative effort. And with that, checkmate. Hey! That's a save state. Logic chest complete. Nice going. Thank you. Never told anyone to this. Well done. As you say, I developed a taste disorder 18 years ago. Taste disorder? A severe disorder. I was unable to discern any flavor at all. It's the one illness a pastry chef dreads above all. Those symptoms sound a bit different from Mr. Master's taste disorder. Mr. Master's condition is known as hypergeusia. It causes a decreased sensitivity to a certain specific flavors. I'm sure it has caused Mr. Master such pain too. After all, no medication was available to cure it 18 years ago. In order to cure your taste disorder, you would need Mr. Master's angel recipe. And that's why you entered the contest, am I correct? That was one of my goals, but I still have the sights set on the title of World's Greatest Pastry Chef. When it comes to making desserts, I won't lose to anyone. Even without the ability to taste, I still have the utmost confidence in my flavors. Oh, so I presume you also prepared your desserts in the finals with intent to win. That goes without saying. According to what Mr. Shields told us earlier, the evaluation of Mr. Gustavia's entry was... Seems the dessert you made for the final was not rated highly in regards to flavor. Mr. Gustavia, you will tell us how you made your desserts during the finals. Upstarts. God, you're what, 50? Shut up. Desserts for the finals. Mr. Dover and I cooperated until the finals. I handled the flavor, he was in charge of the design. However, for the finals, I wanted to challenge Sir Master with my own skills. I helped Mr. Dover make his entry, but made mine completely on my own. If the flavor of my entry wasn't good enough, my own lack of training was to blame. How about that, Sir Prosecutor? Is this the truth of 18 years ago? I can't find any contradictions in his testimony. Well, of course he isn't going to fess up that easily. This guy's been on the run for 18 years, after all. Guess we'll just have to keep on pressing him until he breaks, eh? Yes. Turns out I'm not thirsty. I am straight up hungry as hell, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make some food. Before I can eat it. But that's fine. Oh my gosh, it's super cold in my room. Why is it so cold?
Hold it!
So Mr. Dover took care of the design while you handled the flavor. Mr. Dover was a sculptor by trade. His sense of design was splendid, but he was just an amateur chef. We combined our strengths by working together. You never did have much design sense, did you, Mr. Gustavia? What do you think of this? That's a symbol of Zingfar. Wow, a phoenix! That's really good. Wow, you really have improved in these past 18 years. Huh.
Hold it!
So, you were really serious about the title of world's greatest pastry chef? I mean, yeah, there's no denying that. It's just... Here's the thing I don't like about this contest. Like, the design portion feels kind of stupid to me. I mean, I'm no kid show pastry chef person, but I'd say that the design part of a baker is pointless. I've never understood why you'd make a fancy looking cake that's the shape of a phoenix if I'm just gonna eat the bird, you know? Yes, confectionery is my life. Naturally, I wanted to be the world's greatest, but back then I was still inexperienced, because then you can charge out the ass for it. You're not wrong. But your goal was also to obtain the angel's recipe, right? Wouldn't the recipe book be worth more to you than the title? Overruled! No matter how you look at it, it seems odd. Why didn't Mr. Dover assist you? If it did, I'd already stolen Mr. Edgeworth's spotlight. There's no need for that. I will expose this man's lies myself. Dame Gustavia, please continue with your testimony. Up until the finals, I heard that you received high praise for the flavors of your desserts. Was this some sort of accident during the finals? Then why was your intuition finally making Mr. Dover's entry? How could there be such a huge difference between the finals and the previous day? We're not getting anywhere with this rate. Should I change the topic? So, you're sure there wasn't anything different between the finals and the semi-finals? Yeah, I had a feeling.
There was another difference between the semi-finals and the finals. This photo depicts your son. We know he came to visit you up until the semi-finals. Your son, who always came to see you up until the semi-finals, was not present for the finals. And then it was only in the finals that your flavors judged poorly. I don't believe this to be a mere coincidence. Your son's visits must have been very important to you, were they not? Yeah, I had a feeling. I'm sure your elementary school son would have remembered the taste of your desserts. In that case, he would have been able to taste test your desserts in your place. Earlier, you told us that you have a taste disorder. No one else knew about your taste disorder. If Mr. Dover had found out, he would have ended your partnership. After all, you were in charge of the flavor. Your son didn't just cheer you on. He also helped you determine if your desserts tasted correct. Your pride. What do you mean upstart? I've been doing this for like 6 years. What? Why? And his son is Larry, case closed. What's that? If he only wanted to confirm Bobby's presence, he wouldn't have needed to open the case.
The hero of the hour. Huh? Hey, what's this? This is the first I've heard of it. This was a request from me. I asked him to investigate a certain piece of evidence. Why is everyone always helping you out? Because I have a brain, sweetheart. I'm the one in charge of the crime scene. Mr. DeBest, I apologize for taking that matters in my own hands, but how about we hear his report first? Sure. I'm gonna be completely honest. I completely forgot Sebastian was even in the room. I honestly forgot Sebastian was still here. Oh, poor Sebby. Sorry, bud. Here's the report, soy. He's just been uncharacteristically quite true. Traces of blood found in the Gemini sculpture belong to the victim of the poison gas thing, Gustavia. Good work, Detective Gumshoe. As I thought, my theory was correct. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? We too would like an explanation. What on earth does this blood prove? It proves he put his blood, sweat, and tears into that sherbet. This blood is something the culprit of the IS-7 incident tried to conceal. It can't be. This blood was found inside the glass case of the Gemini sculpture. In other words, your blood was found alongside Mr. Dover's body. Why would Mr. Gustavia's blood be in a place like that? If you intend to remain silent, then I'll reveal the truth myself. In the Gemini case, aside from the blood, we also found traces of blood and salt and sugar. Salt and blood. And only one of Mr. Dover's sherbet desserts tasted salty. Come to think of it, I remember Miss Delicious saying the same thing about 18 years ago. It is so salty I couldn't eat it. It's right here in the photo. It's part of that liar. Yeah. Exactly. For some reason, salt had been mixed into the liar. No other traces of salt were found in Dover's room. Please explain. Where did the salt detected in the liar come from? This is the rock salt lamp used as the murder weapon. The IS-7 incident. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's really funny to me. I don't know why that's funny. I believe part of this rock salt lamp was mixed with the sherbet from the liar. At the time of the murder, there were 2 rock salt lamps in Mr. Master's room. One of those 2 lamps took Mr. Dover's life. We know that Mr. Dover's blood was left behind on the murderous lamp. However, there were no traces of anyone's blood found at the crime scene in Mr. Master's room. Because the killer had disposed of the desserts with traces of blood in the stream of the salt water, right? No other traces of salt were found in Mr. Dover's room. Speaking of which, weren't the 2 rock salt lamps found in Miss Delicious's room also broken? We never did figure out why the rock salt lamps were broken. Maybe Mr. Gustavia's blood was on the other lamp. If your blood was found at the crime scene, you would have been suspected. As the culprit, you would have needed to conceal all traces of your blood from the police. Don't tell me you concealed it in the sherbet liar. Exactly. The rock salt lamp and his blood were mixed into sherbet liar and hidden inside the glass case. Unlike the fountain's water, the sherbet's desserts would not be analysed right away. Perhaps he had planned to dispose of the sherbet when the opportunity presented itself. 18 15 years ago, the body and the evidence pointing to the killer were both stolen. Even the killer could not have anticipated that. There was no way of knowing when the body and evidence would be discovered. So he planned to destroy the evidence before the Zodiac gallery's opening.
Dame Gustavia, isn't it about time you confessed?
You are the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. Mr. Gustavia. Could it be, after all this time, my crime is finally brought to light? The prosecutor and defense attorneys 18 years ago never even came close. Bravo, bravo! Well done, Sir Prosecutor.
So you admit that you killed Mr. Dover?
It is true, I killed Isaac Dover, but he had only himself to blame.
What do you mean?
Dover and I worked together in order to win the contest. No matter who won, we agreed that we'd share the angel's recipe, but on the day of the finals, he stabbed me in the back.
Oh wow, Dover's a bastard.
Because of Dover's treachery, I was forced to make my final entry on my own. It's just as Sir Prosecutor said, my son assisted me every day until the finals.
What about your pride as a confectionery artist?
A proud chef uses the ability to taste his own creations. That's a feeling an upstart like you would never understand. Mastering the art of desserts is my reason for being. It is my one and only pride.
Committing murder for the sake of pride, that's another feeling I will never understand.
To say nothing of abandoning your own son, such a thought disgusts me. Before you judge me, first understand what happened 18 years ago on the day of the finals. My son never came to assist me. Thinking back on it now, I suppose Dover had that hand in it as well.
Huh? What exactly happened to your son?
I don't know. It no longer matters. Ever since that day, my son meant nothing to me. From what I hear, he's still missing.
That's awful! Giving up on him like that.
Without your son, you had no chance of winning, correct? Yes, and since I was guaranteed to lose, I needed a fail-safe. During the afternoon tea time, I made my way to Sir Master's room. I just needed to take a photo of the cure to my taste disorder. It would have all worked out if only Dover hadn't interfered. Struck me and sent me flying. I crashed into one of the rocks on the ground, and that was when my blood stained on it.
So Mr. Dover wasn't the first one to be injured.
To conceal my blood, I shaved away part of the rock salt and then mixed it into the sherbet. After that, it became part of the lyre sculpture.
So that's how you tried to erase your traces from the crime scene.
Dover tried to blackmail me by using his knowledge into my taste disorder. If I didn't want it to become public, I was to pay him a large sum.
So that's the reason why you killed Isaac Dover.
Exactly. What reason do I have to let those who instruct me live?
Jesus, man.
He was the one who drew first blood. I simply gave him his just desserts.
Nice pun. So that was his motive.
I carried the rock salt lamp that bore his blood into Dover's room. Then I came up with the hiding place to where I would not be easily found.
Oh, I get it. That room contained plenty of tools for sculpting sherbet.
Your deduction is spot on, Sir Attorney. It's the ideal place to shave away the rock salt. I then proceeded to coat the surface with sherbet lyre with vast amounts of salty mixture. You are wrong to blame me for that, Lady Catherine. If not for your unnecessary meddling, Mr. Master would never have been a suspect. Why do you think I hid the murder weapon and floated clock in Lady Delicia's room?
There's only one reason why you'd place a murder weapon in someone else's room.
He wanted to pin the crime on Delisha. Aww. It's never my intention to cast suspicion. So you did? Okay. Okay. Damn. Why indeed? Why would Gustavia need to freeze the body? There are many, many meddlers in this case. Well, it could have been any of these three, but I'm assuming it's to throw off the time of death. Mr. Gustavia intended to freeze the body, never to throw off the time of death. If the time of death had coincided with the tea party, Mr. Gustavia would have been suspected. That is correct. Preparation were necessary to freeze the body while I was preparing Mr. Dover's room. I placed the body in the treasure chest in Mr. Master's room. I could think of no better hiding place at the time. But thanks to that gluttonous pharmacist, the lid of the chest broke. But why did you disguise him in the ice sculpture? Once the body was discovered, there would be no time to throw off the time of death. By time you needed to hide it someplace else. It would all have worked out if the body hadn't been discovered while it was in Sir Master's room. If everything had gone according to plan, Sir Master would never have been arrested. Oh, Katie! 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 Prosecutor von Karma indicted Mr. Masters without knowing the body had vanished. Oh, I see. That would explain why he looked so flustered at the crime scene. Although, it's something that he would stand out if you read the official documents. Could someone have intentionally distorted the information? At any rate, von Karma found out about the missing body after he found out about his indictment. And if he had let one person be acquitted, he'd have a stain on his much prided perfect record. He got that stain anyways, the penalty from your papa. That's why he concealed the fact that the body was hidden and had Mr. Masters declared guilty. What are you saying? For 18 years, that man's taken the blame for your crimes. Don't you feel anything at all? What a monster! I'm arresting him right here, right now, Soy. You can't. Well, you can, but I have to prove that you can, something tells me. I already read through the thing, by the way. The whole twist is that it's going to be that because the statute of limitations ran out 3 years ago. But no. Because if the suspect flees or lives in a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. I don't remember how long he was in Zhengfa, but he can still be arrested. Because he left for Zhengfa the second the competition was over. Unfortunately, me reading that book kind of ruined the whole twist of the ending. What? But the culprit is standing right in front of us! Yeah! Allow me to tell you the reason why you can't arrest me. Yeah, I know. Years, is it not? In other words, it's impossible for you to arrest me. I only confessed my crime because the statute of limitations has expired. Statute of limitations for murder is 15 years. Mr. Edgeworth, is there nothing we could do? As long as the statute of limitation remains, arresting his is possible. No, it's not! No, it's not! What do you mean? Why? But no. Why? Genuinely, we got a retrial once. We can get a retrial again. So what the fuck changed? Is there nothing I can do? Is there no way to continue pursuing Mr. Gustavia? Seriously? 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 Am I the only person with a brain? This is the same thing as in the previous case where I was freaking about knowing where the murder weapon is. This is literally the same thing where I know what's going on and I know what I have to do and the game is acting like I can't. Seriously? Yes, it does. Where do I present? I know it's the book. God, I fucking hope not. That's so dumb. I read the stupid book.
Hold it!
No matter how many years have passed, your sins will never fade. It's possible that some of your actions 18 years ago were not affected by the statute. Very well. Could you explain to me what you were doing during the past 18 years? Oh, fuck off. That's awesome. I want that wolf. You should not be proud of the position and of your sacrifice of others. Fuck you. Seriously? Seriously? I had to... Fuck you. Seriously? I have to... Okay, that bothers me because, like, I actually had to... Everyone knows he went to Zhang. He fucking bragged about it for, like, 20 minutes. Motherfucker. If the suspect flees to a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. So the statute of limitations was suspended while you were overseas. That's right! The statute of limitations stopped while you were training in Zhang. Indeed. It is possible that the statute of limitations has not yet expired. Mr. Gustavia, please tell us how long you stayed in Zhang. It would be exactly 3 years. 3 years! Wait, let's calmly think this over. The case occurred 18 years ago. Statute of limitations is 15 years and keep it away for 3. This 8 is exactly 18 years! Mr. Edwards, we did it! The statute of limitations hasn't expired yet! So he realised. Okay, it's frustrating that the case occurred in December. It's April now, which means, strictly speaking, the case occurred 18 years and 4 months ago. His stay abroad wasn't enough. We're just a few months short. Oh no, that's heartbreaking! He must have known all about this when he confessed to his crime. Courtney?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, is it really a shame? If it was just 1 year earlier, the statute of limitations would not have run out. Those who undermine the goddess of law's verdict must bear the burden of their crime. It seems you were simply incapable. This can't be the end.
Yeah, but Wait. Unless I'm wrong, this still means you have to release Masters legally. That man has to be released. Because we've proven beyond a shadow of a doubt he could not have been responsible. And while he cannot be tried again, you can at least conditionally release him or lower his sentence to the point, or give him an unconditional parole. Or something. I don't care if Gustavia is beyond the law's reach at this point. I just want that poor man to get out of prison.
Objection.
If you're thinking of taking matters into your own hands, I implore you to reconsider. There still might be a way to bring this man to justice.
What?
Miles, remember the facts of the case 18 years ago? Just as you were mistaken earlier, it seems Mr. Gustavia also overlooked one key detail.
Overlooked?
He wasn't present during Master's final trial, so he doesn't know the outcome of the trial. There may yet be a way for you to arrest him. Wait. If possible, accomplices are on trial. The countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. Holy shit! Dude! Masters was on trial for being an accomplice. Dude! Holy shit! Dude! And because he had a retrial, he was suspended for, I think, a year and about a month. Holy shit! Miles, look over that book on the statute of limitations again. 17 years ago, Masters was falsely declared guilty for a serious crime thanks to that verdict. We aren't out of ammunition just yet. Mr. Shields, you don't mean... Those who undermine the goddess of law's verdict must bear the burden of their crimes. I am Master's attorney. We can't use his suffering as a weapon of good conscience. For that reason, I'll leave the rest up to you. Thank goodness the 3-day trial system was around back then. Yeah! Holy shit, man, if it was, I'd be fucked. The trial my father and Von Kalmer battled over. Can I use that to arrest Mr. Gustavia? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Obviously. My father and Von Kalmer. Their paths diverged. One revealed the truth, the other concealed it. The path that I choose is the one that reveals the truth. Oh my god, please shut... Just fucking object. No. Overruled. Gustavia will stand in court for his crimes.
Do you mean to say you have found a way to arrest Mr. Gustavia?
Exactly. I'll show Judge Courtney the evidence that will shatter the statute of limitations.
Take that!
This IS-7 case file, which right?
Suspect data, gotcha. The suspect data page. At the trial, Jeffrey Masters was found guilty of being an accomplice to murder, and it took 1 year to arrive at this verdict.
Right, that is indeed true.
This book lists conditions in which the statute of limitations can be put on hold. The first, as I have said earlier, is if the suspect flees to a foreign country. But there's one more. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. What are you saying? Sir Master was found to be an accomplice. That's right. Mr. Master's sentenced after you had left your trip to Zingfar, and he was found not guilty of being the culprit, but of being an accomplice. But it seems you didn't know that. That's absurd! Mr. Master never committed a crime to begin with. You should certainly know this. Of course we do. That's why we're going to free him. To that end, we will shatter the one remaining obstacle in our way, the statute of limitations. You fled to Zingfar for 3 years, and Geoffrey Master was being tried as an accomplice for 1 year. Put it all together, we see that the total time limit for this case is 19 years. In other words, the statute of limitations is not over for you yet.
The goddess of law is unerring in her judgments, however. It seems that the prosecutor at the time was not. I cannot believe it, but it seems like this case will have to be reopened.
Objection.
Absolutely we can. For the last 18 years, an innocent man has suffered greatly in your stead. Mr. Gustavia, it's now time for you to atone to your crimes. What a shame. You can't run from your crimes any longer. Damn, dude. That was just straight up seppuku. Yeah. So, you're up next, right? Yes, I understand. Again, I forgot Sebi was even here. Kite. What you did cannot be overlooked, even if the crime you committed were a response to past injustices. As a prosecutor, I am terribly sorry for what happened. No, I'm only getting what I deserved, since I was the cause of all this. Kate, will you have me as your attorney? I'm not quite the same useless kid I was 18 years ago. I won't let them find you guilty. Oh, Monsieur Shields, yes. Thank you so much. Hug her! Hug! Hug! I want them to hug. Aw, I love them! Sorry to interrupt, but it's time to go. Yes, alright. Bye, Kate. I love you, Katie. Judge Courtney, I can't help but feel that you've been dishonest with me. Dishonest? Whatever do you mean? You said that the verdict could not be overturned, but that was not the case. A reinvestigation and a retrial were obviously required as soon as the missing body was found. I have no need to answer you. It seems she doesn't intend to ever give me an answer. Prosecutor Edgeworth, PIC, has you in its sights. They will receive a report on everything you did here today, and you will most likely be required to appear before them. Now then, I shall take my leave. Oh, I love her. Hold on! Mr. Edgeworth caught the real bad guy! Didn't he do his job as a prosecutor? No matter how things turn out, I will never regret what I did here today. Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, Prosecutor Edgeworth? What is it? Why are you always sticking your nose in the case that you're not even involved with? My duty is to reveal the truth, not only as a prosecutor, it's just who I am. I don't get it. As long as you continue to think that being the best is all that matters, I doubt you ever will. Well, I don't get that either. I'm going home. What was that all about? There's much she still needs to learn. Miley! What is it? I knew Craig's son could do it. I think I might be falling for you. Thanks for helping, Jeffy. Well, yo, Wedgie! Great job solving the case. I also forgot you were here. Well, I was busy drawing, so I didn't really catch all of it. Huh? What? Katie and... Oh my god. Honey. Okay. Maurice, you really weren't paying much attention at all, were you? Well, I hate to admit it, but Larry's doodles actually helped us a few times. I should say something nice to him. Don't glare at me like that, I'm sorry! It was not my intention to glare at you. That patent stare, you're just like your old man. Oh god, he's turning Brooklyn. Is that so? Well then, Uncle Ray's gonna go pay Mr. Masters a visit. You guys want to hang along? I'd be happy to accompany you. Oh, me too! I want to see my boy. So, this Jeffrey Master, what's he like? Oh, he's a really nice and gentle guy. He's still doing his best to make people happy. He actually cooks desserts for the inmates. Aww. Nowadays, it's all the prisoners and guards look forward to a snack time at 3 o'clock. Wow, that's nice. I want to eat desserts too. So the chocolate cake we saw in the prison the other day. He was the one who made it. Oh, Gummy, what are you doing here? I heard everybody was coming to visit, so I escorted Mr. Master myself. Hello, one and all. I am Jeffrey Master. He looks older. Considerably older. What happened to his face? Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. And I'm Miles Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you all. Mr. Master, Miles is your old defense attorney's son. You mean Mr. Gregory's? Your father has done so much for me, and yet I betrayed his good faith when I made false confession. I've heard the details from Mr. Shields. Mr. Master, I came here to tell you today that everything we've learned about 18 years ago. 18 years ago? Kate committed a crime for my sake. Why would she do such a thing? Miss Hall has been trying to prove your innocence for the past 18 years. She was willing to do whatever it took to save you. Kate, she shouldn't have gone through so much trouble for an old man who let her down. Mr. Master, I don't think you realize just how much Miss Hall cares for you. I have something here that clearly proves the two of you share an unbreakable bond. An unbreakable bond? Proof of the bond between Masters and Catherine. I should give this to Mr. Master for some peace of mind. I want to say it's the chocolates. These chocolates. Did Kate make them? She did. They're really sweet and tasty. She's been making these chocolates for the past 18 years, so that she could give them to you whenever you returned. Kate. I'm sure they're very, very sweet. Yes, they truly are. Unfortunately, I cannot give them to you now, but I can hand them over later in secret, pal. It is against the rules, but right now I don't have the authority to stop him. Thank you very much. Say, you remind me of an old friend. Do you know of a Detective Bad? Of course I do! Detective Bad is my #1 role model, pal! How uncanny. Talk about fate. Mr. Master, it's looking like we'll be able to get you out soon. I can only apologize that it took 18 years to do so. Raymond, I'm the one who should be apologizing. No, that's not it. What I really should be saying is... thank you. Mr. Master. Now it's my turn to wait for Kate. I'll make her favorite sweets every day until she returns. Please look after her, Raymond. You got it. Oh my gosh. The IS-7 incident. The case I inherited from my father. After 18 long years, it's finally coming to a close. I'm about to fucking cry. Miles, thank you for today. I'm sorry for leaving that final decision to you. No, I made that decision of my own free will. Eh? What are you talking about? To rescue Stavia. We had no choice but to use Mr. Master's false charge. To use Mr. Master's false charge, which I originally supposed to protect him from. The attorney inside of me simply couldn't do it. So that's how it was. But after this, Uncle Ray is going to try and clear away that false charge as well. Yes, I understand. What? But if they find out about the false charge, they won't be able to arrest Mr. Gustavia, right? That's true. Sure is a contradiction in the law. The way the law is right now, it isn't always completely right. A contradiction in the law? Well, who knows what'll happen. Law evolves and grows, just like all of us do. Just like Uncle Ray and Miles have grown up, you know? People in the law both grow. Miles, to fight crime as a prosecutor or to save people as a defense attorney, I want you to think carefully about how you want to live your life from now on. I will. Well, if you ask Uncle Ray, you'll always be welcome down at the office. Alright then. Looks like it's time for Uncle Ray to get going. Next time I see you, I'll be sure to thank you again. Really though, thanks for today. I love him. Mr. Shields seemed to be in a bit of a hurry. Indeed. I should be the one thanking him. I was able to face my father's last case because of him. When I was young, I wanted to become a great defense attorney like my father. Why did he just wave goodbye to the wall? I assume he was just waving goodbye backwards. However, under Prosecutor Von Carmine and the ways of a prosecutor, thanks to a certain friend, I was able to discover my own path in life. You know, they never say his name, but Phoenix looms over the Ace Attorney Investigations games hard. However, right now, there are forces trying to take me off the prosecutor's path. Right now, it's the perfect time to think about how I should live my life. I'm gonna sneeze. Secretly, he is God to everyone. Gregory, I'm sorry that it took so long. It may have taken 18 years. But finally, we've proven Mr. Master's innocence. Miles, your son, helped me with that. Why he fought for the truth. He was just like you, Gregory. Oh, it's the same thing. It's like the same fucking picture that he took with Miles in the... Oh, that's so cute. I'm still not the kind of attorney you are. But I will forever carry on the convictions I inherited from you. And if I can, together with him. Oh my god, that's so fucking adorable. To fight crimes as a prosecutor, or to save people as a defense attorney. The path I choose is... Oh, fuck you. The Forgotten Turnabout. Well, I'm not gonna do it tonight. Like father, like son, they both look fucking annoyed as shit. I'm saving, but I'm not gonna go on to the Forgotten Turnabout. Oh, hey, Kay's gonna be important. Cool. Alright, end screen. I'm gonna probably stream again on Sunday. This was fun. Oh my gosh. Spoiler alert, it keeps getting better. Oh, I hope so. I don't know how they're gonna top that, though. That almost made me sob uncontrollably. Dude, part of me wants to headcanon that Raymond went down to Karain Village and talked to Gregory about it in real life. And a part of me wants to believe that he also doesn't believe that stuff because of the same thing that happened in DL6. God, it's so good. Alright, so next stream should be Sunday. We'll start the Forgotten Turnabout. Or we might do RPG Maker now that I've gotten my RPG Maker game to work. Really depends on my mood. I'm enjoying the shit out of this. This is definitely this is probably in my top favorite Ace Attorney games. It might be in the top 2. Which is saying a lot, because there's no Callisto U in it. Callisto is really good, and I feel like I knew people would know I like it. I'm so hyped. Yeah, next game should be Sunday at 8 p.m. my time, which is 7 p.m. Pacific, etc. Yeah, I'm down to keep going. Let's do this. I'm a stretch, and I'm going to end the stream. I'll see y'all on Sunday.